Before we get started, we have Steve Henderson, the Christian Benevolent Association, to lead us in prayer, and then we'll officially begin our meeting with the pledge.
Word of prayer. Lord, we thank you for another day. We thank you for opportunity we have to serve in the various capacities each person represents. We thank you for our commissioners. We thank you for this county and all the things that take place to improve our living conditions. And we just pray, Lord, that we'll always give you the praise and thanks for everything. Just be with our commissioners, their families. Watch over each one, again, that serves this county. And I'm glad to be a resident of this county, and I know that each of us want to do our best to make it a great place to live, which it is, and continue to do so. So, Lord, just bless this meeting today. Bless each one who attended. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. You'll join me in the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Commissioners, if you'd join me at the podium. Sure. Who's accepting today? Oh, good. Come on up.
Hey.
Good. Good.
There you go.
This is a proclamation.
Rose between thorns.
The 95th anniversary of the National League of Women Voters. League of Women Voters Making Democracy Work Today, August the 26th, 2015. So we're proclaiming that day. Whereas the League of Women Voters of Clermont County is where hands-on work safeguards democracy, leading to civic improvement. And whereas the League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan political organization that has fought since 1920 to improve our system of government and impact public policies through citizen education and advocacy. Whereas Women's Equality Day, August 26th, marks the 95th anniversary of the passage of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which gave U.S. women full voting rights. And whereas the League members are consistently striving to serve their communities to improve the quality of life of all citizens, and whereas the League of Women Voters of Clermont County collaborates with other organizations to achieve mutual goals, increase civic participation, create lasting change in the community, and to make democracy work. And whereas the League for 95 years has held a public trust by respectfully bringing elected leaders and the public together for nonpartisan civic means and through thoughtful advocacy solutions. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we, the Board of County Commissioners, do hereby declare August 26, 2015 as League of Women Voters Making Democracy Work Day in honor of the League of Women Voters 95th anniversary, and urge all residents of Clermont County to acknowledge the significance of the League of Women Voters in our community. League of Women Voters Making Democracy Work Day, signed Ed Humphrey, Bob Proud, and David Ubel. I'll present this to you. And if you either would like to have a few words, please.
Tell us about what's coming up next week.
I can tell you what is coming up next
There we
week.
go.
First of all, I'm Marty Kleinfelder, a member of the League. Next week, on the 25th, we're celebrating our suffrage dinner, honoring volunteers within our community who have given back to our community. We have 5 women who are being honored at this event, and we invite you all to come. And being nonpartisan, we are very, very excited about this fall's election. We are the only county in the state of Ohio who's going to have an online service where you can go and find out about all your candidates and issues that are on your ballot. And we are spearheading this in the state, and we're very excited about both events. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
You more for what
Thank
to
you.
do.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Oh, good. That's right.
Keep up the good work.
Can we do a photo?
Sure.
of the presentation? Yeah.
I'm glad you thought of that. Maybe so.
All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Just one more. 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Okay. Next item of business is to pay our bills, Resolution 126-15, in the amount of $2,491,021.86. Do we have a motion to adopt Resolution 126-15?
So moved.
I will second that motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Jubal?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 3.
Hey, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
Connie Tibbetts, Department of Job and Family Services. Item number 3 is the recommendation of Judy Eschman, Director of Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybold, County Administrator, to execute the memorandum of understanding by and among the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, Clermont Senior Services Incorporated, located in Batavia, Ohio, and Clermont County Probate Court, Batavia, Ohio, for the administration of the Adult Protective Services Capacity Building Grant relative to the project entitled The Guardianship Alliance of Clermont County, attached thereto incorporated therein as Exhibit A, Scope of Work, as well as for identifying procedures for collaborative services needed to ensure client safety and well-being, with said MOU delineating the roles and responsibilities of said parties for the implementation of the project therefore, an amount not to exceed $19,681.67, with no local match required, effective for the period of May 1st, 2015 through December 31st, 2015, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein and in concert with the grant application heretofore submitted online to the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, Office of Families and Children, on April the 1st, 2015, by the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, with said grant application hereby acknowledged by the Board of County Commissioners therefore.
What was that again?
Well, this is a new initiative, new grant monies that are available, and Cindy Grampke with Clermont Senior Services is here if you would like to hear some more about the project. So,
Well, if she's here, would
She
you
is
like to
here.
speak, Cindy?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thanks for giving me an opportunity to talk about this project, where the funds were derived from, came in June of actually 2014. The state approved $10 million in one-time only funds for improving upon the current system in the state of Ohio for adult protective services. Clermont Senior Services contracts with Clermont County DJFS, and we perform all of the investigations for that. And we have 2 full-time investigators and 2 backup investigators in order to handle the large caseload associated with reported cases of abuse, self-abuse, neglect, self-neglect, and financial exploitation. So these are the most serious and the most vulnerable of the older adults in our community. The Guardianship Alliance of Clermont County is funded in the amount of the $19,681 that was approved by the state, and no operational dollars are in that at all. But it is for Clermont Senior Services to create an alliance of willing and trained volunteers. This year, the Supreme Court of Ohio has issued new ruling 66, that governs the way that guardians are permitted to and should be conducting themselves with wards of the state and with anyone, even their own, just not even really a ward of the state, but with any ward. And with that, there's required training. And what the Guardianship Alliance does is it helps us build that pool of guardians for those very difficult to place. Like if someone doesn't have a guardian, doesn't have a family member, either willing or capable, of being a guardian. It's good to have those attorneys. Judge Shriver's is aware of who they are. Now they go through a training so that they know what the expectations are and certainly what they can, but what they cannot do with that person's individual's funds. This alliance is really directed more toward those individuals who cannot make decisions for themselves and must have a court-appointed guardian. And that's been one of our gaps and one of our serious gaps. And when we have an emergency situation and we don't have an attorney, someone who is skilled, who certainly is trained to step forward. So there are two components of the alliance. One is to recruit the attorneys and to train them, and then also to create a placement opportunity that takes quite a bit off of the attorneys for Clermont Senior Services to work with Clermont County Probate Court to develop another MOU by the end of this grant period, whereby our adult protective services workers will be doing those very difficult to place placements. Someone needs to be placed in a mental health facility or in a nursing facility. Attorneys are trained to handle legal matters, and whereas social workers are more trained to do that kind of work. So we're very excited about this, and Clermont County Probate Court as well as DJFS has worked very closely with us. I will say that this grant has a number of components to it. This is only the first of which we've actually applied for, but I only say that because there will be more MOUs to follow that will actually focus on the components to include an interdisciplinary case review team that will be developing. That's something the state is asking all the counties to do. So I appreciate the opportunity to share that with you, and thank you very
Cindy,
much.
when you recruit, are you recruiting attorneys or are you individuals? I mean, who's recruiting?
Mostly attorneys because they're court appointed, and now remember those people who have willing family members, that's a different story, or someone, a neighbor, a friend, someone who is close to them and is certainly trusted. That's a different story. So that's not an issue so much. I mean, sometimes we have to do a little searching to get the right person who is willing and able to do that. But where we run into the problems and where the gaps primarily exist are when the court's needing to appoint someone to take care of the affairs of that individual. Generally speaking, that's an individual who doesn't really have even the resources, the financial resources. So that's where the court steps in and appoints a guardian for that individual. Folks with seniors with a severe mental illness, and that includes Alzheimer's disease, later stage Alzheimer's disease, and other dementia-related disorders. And they're considered incompetent and unable to make decisions for themselves. We don't take guardianship lightly. Guardianship really basically strips a person of his or her human rights, and that's a big deal. But if someone cannot be safe and needs a guardian to look after their well-being, then we want to make sure that that guardian is in fact doing that and acting in that individual's best interest.
Great. Thank you.
Thank
Now,
you.
on the guardian too, it's dealing with the legal matters coming because there's guardianship for health care,
That's right.
things like that.
They still deal with non-legal matters. Our hope is that the placement opportunity that we're working on with probate court takes a little bit off of the attorney to have to go around and try to find the appropriate facility that might be willing to accept an individual. Sometimes the guardianship is not actually granted, but that person may be in the behavioral unit at the hospital, and so there's so many things that have to happen in order for that individual to be safe and protected from themselves and to protect others as well.
Well, I know our contractual relationship with the Adult Protective Services and DGFS has been over 30 years.
Yes, it has.
This, so.
And it's very good. It's good because it's very seamless. So many folks who are referred in to the agency because of abuse, self-abuse, neglect, or self-neglect, and financial exploitation, they need to be hooked in with other services quickly. No different than, I mean, and when we have someone we need to be kind of watching because of a home situation, I mean, we've even had them coming into adult day, so they're in a protected environment where someone is there to kind of monitor what's going on. So it really is a continuum of care for the people that we serve.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We
Thanks,
have a
Cindy.
motion to execute the memorandum of understanding as contained in item 3.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Crowley.
Yay.
Aye. Item 4.
She's back.
Is several.
Item number 4, a recommendation of Judy Eschman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator, to execute an amendment to the Memorandum of Understanding by and between the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services and the Board of Clermont County Commissioners on behalf of Clermont Transportation Connection, previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on January 28, 2015, for the purchase of transportation services for participants in the non-emergency transportation and at-risk pregnancy transportation programs, to revise the reimbursement of cost and delivery of purchased services from a per-unit trip rate to a per-unit mile rate based on actual costs, as outlined therein and determined by the revised CTC fully allocated cost plan for 2015, effective February 1st, 2015 through January 31st, 2016, with all other terms and conditions of the original Memorandum of Understanding to remain in full force and effect.
Sorry, off doing another thing. So do we have a motion to execute the memorandum, execute the amendment to the memorandum of understanding as contained in item 4?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Crowley.
Yay.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. Item 5.
Recommendation of Judy Eschman, Director, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator, for Edwin H. Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, or in his absence, any other member of the Board of County Commissioners, to adopt Resolution 12715, resolving to authorize Judy Eschman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, to serve as designee, thereby granting authority to sign the inter-county adjustment on behalf of the county and to execute the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services inter-county agreement and certification, release, and acceptance of funds form JFS 02719 for the transfer of income maintenance funds in the amount of $80,000 from the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services to Sandusky, Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, and to accept $80,000 in Title 20 base funds from Sandusky County, pursuant to and compliance with Ohio Revised Code Rule 5101-9682.
Do we have a motion to adopt resolution 127-15?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Crowley.
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. 6.
Recommendation of Judy Eschman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator, for Edwin H. Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to adopt Resolution Number 12815, resolving to authorize Judy Eschman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, to serve as designee, thereby granting authority to sign the inter-county adjustment on behalf of the Clermont County and to execute the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services inter-county agreement and certification, release, and acceptance of funds form JFS 02719 for the transfer of income maintenance funds in the total amount of $15,000 from the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services to Guernsey, Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, and to accept $15,000 in Title 20 base funds from Guernsey County, pursuant to and compliance with Ohio Administrative Code Rule 5101-9682.
Can you explain how we're making these trades of funds? What the, so we have excess and they have excess and
We have
makes
the
it all
Clermont
balance
County has
out.
a shortage of Title 20 allocation, and they have a need for the income maintenance,
Okay.
public assistance fund. So we're basically just exchanging allocation.
Right.
This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And there's several of these on the agenda.
Yeah.
That's why
Got a
we're
couple
surprised
more.
we're able to do it, because it makes sense.
Yes.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
So do we have a motion to adopt Resolution 128-15?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 7.
Recommendation of Judy Eshman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybold, County Administrator, for Edwin H. Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to adopt Resolution Number 12915, resolving to authorize Judy Eshman, the Director of Department of Job and Family Services, to serve as designee, thereby granting authority to sign the inter-county adjustment on behalf of the county and to execute the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services inter-county agreement and certification release and acceptance of funds form JFS 02719 for the transfer of income maintenance funds in the total amount of $150,000 from the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services to Trumbull County Department of Job and Family Services, and to accept $150,000 in Title 20 base funds from Trumbull County, pursuant to and in compliance with Ohio Administrative Code Rule 1519682.
Okay. Do we have a motion to adopt Resolution 129-15?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 8.
Recommendation of Judy Eshman, Director, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybold, County Administrator, for Edwin H. Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to adopt Resolution Number 13015, resolving to authorize Judy Eshman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, to serve as designee, thereby granting authority to sign the inter-county adjustment on behalf of the county and to execute the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services inter-county agreement and certification release and acceptance of funds form JFS 02719 for the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services to accept $10,000, which represents unused funds allocated to Title 20 base from Gallia County Department of Job and Family Services, pursuant to and in compliance with Ohio Administrative Code Rule 51019682. And this is, we're just receiving funds, we're not giving funds, and Gallia County was willing to do this. Last year, we had donated to them or transferred to them TANF Summer Youth Funds.
Okay.
So they were willing to do that for us
Very
this year.
nice.
It's good.
Do we have a motion to adopt Resolution 130-15?
So moved.
Second the motion.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Connie, quickly, is there like a bulletin board where people say we've got extra funds or not enough funds and we'll trade you? I mean, where is this?
Hope Shingles.
Yeah, Hope Shinkles is the fiscal person
He says
there.
yes.
I mean, everybody talks and,
Actually, on our state system that we go, have to go in and put all of our expenses. Right now, there's people out there, so a lot of counties will go and put that they need something or they're willing to give something, so we actually put out our SOS for Title 20 and received several people counties that were willing to provide to us. And with our siloed funding that we have through JFS, this is a great opportunity for
Yeah.
us to be able to share the additional allocations that we have, we can't spend, and for them to also give what they can't spend. And it allows us as counties to utilize these dollars instead of them rolling back to the state.
great. Thank you.
Very good. Yes.
Good thing you brought her along.
I know.
Item 9.
Recommendation of Judy Eshman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybold, County Administrator, to reappoint or appoint the following representatives to serve on the Area 12 Workforce Investment Board for the terms as outlined below, pursuant to Section 107 of the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. And this motion refers to 5 placements. The first 3 are reappointments, and they are effective for the term of July 1st, 2015 through June 30th of 2018. And they are under the business representative category. The first one is Wiley Kiles of West Bernard Kiles and Company, Tom Rockland, Siemens PLM Software, a division of Siemens Automotive and Drives, and John T. McMahon of DRS Technologies. The next reappointment is under the Workforce Labor Representative is Gary B. Jordan, He's a business agent with UAW International Region 2B, effective for the term of July 1st, 2015 through June 30th, 2018. And the last one is a new appointment under the category of higher education representative. It's Glenda Neff of University of Cincinnati, Clermont, and it's for a term of only 1 year, July 1st of this year through June 30th of 2016. And the reason why this term is different is the intent is to alternate this representative from county to county within Area 12 each year.
Okay.
And there will be one additional one coming to you all.
I just learned of that.
Karen Shera, who represents community-based organizations of the 3 counties. Initially, she was not going to be appointed because there was going to be room for her, but we found out Gary Jordan can fill 2 slots on that, so that opened up one. So now they want to reappoint Karen Shera, so that'll be coming up to us soon.
Okay. So we have a motion to make the appointments as contained in item 9.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Thank you.
Item 10.
Annette?
Good morning.
Morning.
Annette Decatur, Grant Coordinator, and it's the recommendation of Andy Kupta, Director, Department of Community and Economic Development, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator, to appoint and/or reappoint the following individuals to serve on the Clermont County Housing Advisory Committee, to be responsible for providing the Board of County Commissioners a prioritized listing of specific housing needs and opportunities in regards to the future Community Housing Impact and Preservation Program and the Community Development Block Program funding, as well as to offer guidance on the development of policies that can address these needs and opportunities, effective September 1st, 2015 through August 31st, 2016. And it's listed below in the table. I can go
Okay.
through that if you'd like.
It's in our minutes, or in our agenda, and it'll be in our minutes, so I don't think we need to read that. Do we have a motion to appoint or reappoint the individuals as contained in item 10?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
A quick question, Annette, too, on the CHIP.
Yes.
I know that's going to now, with the new direction we're going with our CDBG, that's going to affect the funding of the CHIP, is that not?
That is correct. And we're only able to apply for the home funds rather than the CDBG, and we're limited to a $250,000 allocation at that point. So, and we did not get funded this last round. We're going to be discussing that with the state in September, and then we will reapply again in 2016. And this is competitive funding rounds. So, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Item 11.
Also, the recommendation of Andy Kupta, Director, Department of Community and Economic Development, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator, to execute change order number 3 to the contract with Smith Construction out of Fayetteville, Ohio, previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on October 1st, 2014, and subsequently amended on December 10th, 2014, and June 17th, 2015, for project number 2013-04, relative to the Village of Bethel Spring Street Bridge Replacement Project, in concert with the Clermont County Community Development Block Grant Allocation and Critical Infrastructure Programs for fiscal year 2013, which represents an additional extension of time of 62 calendar days for the completion thereof, for a revised contract completion date of August 31st, 2015, for additions, deletions, and or modifications thereto as defined therein.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute change order number 3?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Do we have a time frame in which to get these completed by?
They are supposed to be done by the end of August, and that bridge is done except for some minor restoration, which the rain has just continually pushed it back. But yeah, we're about at the end.
So we're about
Good.
done.
Good.
Is this likely the final change order?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're done. It's just some minor issues.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
thank you. Item 12, Mr. Grabowski.
Hey, Wade.
Good morning, all. Agenda item number 12 is a recommendation for myself, Wade Grabowski, Director of Facilities Management, with the concurrence of Mr. Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator, to adopt Resolution number 131-15, resolving to authorize the sale of real estate no longer necessary for public use, pursuant to and in compliance with Sections 307.09A and 307.10A of the Ohio Revised Code, and to authorize the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in a newspaper of general circulation not less than 30 days prior to the date of the auction, with the auction to begin at 10 a.m. local time on Saturday, 9/26/2015, at the Wiseman property located directly across from the 123 North 3rd Street, Batavia, Ohio, and to execute the contract for services with Craig Lytle Auctioneer, Batavia, Ohio, at a sum not to exceed 6% commission plus an estimated $500 in advertising costs, with a reserve sale price of not less than 75% of the appraised value of each property, according to the latest appraisals dated June 4, 2013. Reserve minimum bid for 123 North 3rd Street, $88,500. Reserve minimum bid for 333 East Main is $120,000. This notice is also posted on the Clermont County URL site, and it is contingent upon the receipt of a current certificate of liability insurance, which was requested yesterday, and the release of the purchase order.
We have a motion to adopt Resolution 131-15.
So moved.
Second the motion.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay, you might want to identify the
Added to
properties.
this is the old former prosecutor's office and the coroner's office. Coroner's office is on Main Street. Also, as part of this, there will be a viewing that is scheduled 30 minutes prior to the auction for each of the locations.
Okay,
Sell them.
Sounds good.
and I'll vote aye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 13.
Item 13 is a recommendation of Pan Havercross, Director, Clermont County Emergency Management Agency, with my concurrence to acknowledge the submission of a grant application to the Ohio Emergency Management Agency, Division of the Ohio Department of Public Safety, for the fiscal year 2015 Emergency Management Performance Grant Program from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security in the amount of $90,939, with a required local match of $90,939 to be provided from the general fund, for a total program budget amount of $181,878 for the operation of the Clermont County Emergency Management Agency, effective 10/1/14 through 6/30/16, pursuant to and compliance with terms and conditions.
Okay, do we have a motion to acknowledge the submission of the grant application as contained in item 13?
So moved.
I will second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 14?
Hey, Suki.
Good morning. Suki Sheets with the Office of Management and Budget. And item 14 is a recommendation to approve the request for the countywide membership in the Ohio Department of Administrative Services Cooperative Purchasing Program. This will be for state fiscal year 2016. The county annual membership renewal is effective October 1st of 15 through September 30th of 16. And we're authorizing payment of the administrative fee of $300 pursuant to and compliance with sections 125.04 and 325.21 of the Ohio Revised Code. It's our annual renewal for our cooperative agreements.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the request for the countywide membership in the Ohio Department of Administrative Service Cooperative Purchase Program?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 15?
Hey, Lyle.
Morning. I'm Lyle Bloom, Director with the Clermont County Water Resource Department. Item 15 is a recommendation to authorize the release of a maintenance bond that provided surety for the installation of a water main extension to serve a subdivision and to accept said water main extension into the county waterworks system pursuant to the Water Resources Department rules and regulations. And this is for the Woodbury Glen subdivision, Section 4 in Batavia Township, and the bond amount is $1,000.
Okay, do we have a motion to authorize the release of the maintenance bond as contained in item 15?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 16?
Item 16 is recommendation to execute an extension of contract for sludge and raw wastewater hauling services for the Clermont County Water Resources Department between the Board of County Commissioners and SOS LLC, doing business as Southern Ohio Sanitation, out of Batavia, Ohio, which was previously ratified by the board on July 23, 2014, for an additional one-year period effective August 25th, 2015 through August 24th, 2016, pursuant to and in compliance with Article 7 of the reference contract, and with all other terms and conditions to remain in full force and effect, and contingent upon the release of the purchase order.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the extension of the contract as contained in item 16?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Pratt?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Does this also include application? I mean, I know
No,
that there's a
this is-
hauling, but the application is separate.
This is the raw wastewater. This is not the biosolids.
Okay.
So,
Well, biosolids and sludge, I always...
yeah, that we were trying to change that name. So the
Okay.
biosolids are after they dewater the sludge. That's the product that we get.
Sludge.
Okay, item 17.
Item 17 is a recommendation to execute an extension of contract for maintenance and repair of the water and/or wastewater systems and appurtenances for the Clermont County Water Resources Department between the Board of County Commissioners and Utter Construction out of Bethel, Ohio. This was previously ratified by the board on August 13th, 2014 for an additional one-year period, effective August 25th, 2015 through August 24th, 2016, pursuant to and in compliance with Article 11 of the reference contract, with all other terms and conditions to remain in full force and effect and contingent upon the release of the purchase order. And this is what we've affectionately called over the years as our hobo contract, where if there's any emergency needs, we'll use them, or they supplement our workforce.
Okay. We have a motion to execute the extension of the contract as contained in item 17.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 18.
Item 18 is a recommendation to accept the following grant of water easement with right of reentry for repair and replacement. It will be granted and conveyed to Clermont County for utility purposes of constructing, operating, maintaining, repairing, replacing, removing, or reinstalling water utility lines, pumping equipment, and all incidental fixtures required for the transportation of water in, on, under, and across the property of the grantor. And this is relative to the State Route 132, State Route 48, and State Route 28 water main replacement project located in Goshen Township. And further, to authorize the county auditor to remit payment to the grantor in the amounts outlined and as indicated on the settlement sheet as compensations for the permanent easement and right-of-way that will be granted and repairs relative thereto, and to remit payment in the amount of $36 payable to J. Robert True, the county treasurer, for the recording fees. And the grantor is Linda F. Fox, successor trustee of the Thomas Pappas Recoverable Living Trust. And this will be the 18th easement, and there's 32 required for the project.
Okay. We have a motion to accept the grant of water easement and other details as contained in item 18.
So moved.
I will second the motion.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Proud?
Yay.
Aye. 19.
19 is recommendation to accept the following grants of sewer easements with rights of reentry for repair and replacement. We granted and conveyed to Clermont County for utility purposes of constructing, operating, maintaining, repairing, replacing, removing, or reinstalling sewer utility lines, pumping equipment, manholes, and all incidental fixtures required for the transportation of sewage in, on, under, and across the property of the grantors. And this is relative to the Miamiville Sewer Extension Project located in Miami Township. And further, to authorize the county auditor to remit payment to the grantors in the amounts outlined and as indicated on the settlement sheet as compensation for the permanent easement and right-of-way and repairs, and to remit payment in the amount of $88 payable to J. Robert True, the county treasurer, for the recording fees. And the grantor on this, the first is Ruth Todd Lawrence for property at 426 Loveland, Miamiville. And the second is Ruth Todd Lawrence, trustee of the David H. Todd Family Trust, for property also along Ward's Corner Road. And these are the final two easements necessary for to build the project.
Okay, do we have a motion to accept the grants of easement and other details as contained in item 19?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 20.
Item 20 is a recommendation to authorize Edmund H. Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute change order number 1 to the contract with Garland DBS Incorporated out of Cleveland, Ohio. And this is relative to the Middle East Fork Wastewater Treatment Plant Grit and Screen Building Roof Replacement Project located in the village of Batavia. This is previously ratified by the board on March 4th, 2015, and represents an increase in the amount of $5,644.49 for a total adjusted contract price of $410,664.49, as well as a time extension of 12 calendar days, making the revised completion date July 13th, 2015 for additions, deletions, and/or modifications thereto. And this is the final change order for the work.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute change order number 1 as contained in item 20?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 21?
Item number 21 is a recommendation to authorize Edmund H. Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute change order number 2 to the contract with Donald W. May Contracting Incorporated out of Leesburg, Ohio. And this is relative to the Shaler Run Segment A sewer replacement project located in Union Township. This was previously ratified by the board on February 12, 2014, amended on October 27, 2014, and represents a decrease in the amount of $2,975 for a total adjusted contract price to date of $560,254.79. And this is for the, if you recall, a couple weeks ago we had to execute a new easement for the project, and these are the costs associated for that. We deducted them from the contractor's contract, and it's the final change order on the project.
We have a motion to execute the change order number 2 and other details is contained in item 21.
I'll make a motion for item 21.
I'll second that.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 22?
Item 22 is a recognition of Pat Margaret, County Engineer, with my concurrence to award the bid for project number LS-21-15 relative to the 2015 Landsides Phase 2 project located in Washington and Batavia Townships pursuant to the plan specifications to SP Contracting of Milford, Ohio, for the lowest and best bid received on 6/25/2015 in the mathematically correct amount of $255,119.52, and execute contract relative thereto pursuant to and in compliance with terms and conditions, and is contingent upon issuance and receipt of required purchase orders.
Do we have a motion to award the bid as contained in item 22?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 23?
23 is a recommendation of Pat Margaret, County Engineer, with my concurrence to approve the time and place of the annual meeting of county and township authorities directly involved with the construction and repair of roads and bridges within Clermont County, with said meeting to be held at 5 p.m. local time on Thursday, September 17th at the Clermont County Fairgrounds Multipurpose Building, Owensville, Ohio, pursuant to compliance with Section 5543.06 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the time and place of the annual meeting for the engineer's office?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second that.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 24?
Item 24 is a recognition of Pat Margaret, County Engineer, with my concurrence to execute record plat number 629-2932 for the following subdivision located within Miami Township, and further execute the combined performance maintenance bond as well as performance bond for sidewalks as surety for same relative to the construction of the listed below streets is in the Pine Bluff subdivision, Section 1 of Miami Township.
We have a motion to execute record plat 629-2932 is contained in item 24.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 25.
Recommendation, Pat Margaret, County Engineer, with my concurrence to execute record plat number 629-2933 for a replot of lots in the following subdivision located in Miami Township, the Deer Haven subdivision, Block A, Section 6, for a replot of lot numbers 108 and 109.
We have a motion to execute record plat 629-2933 is contained in item 25.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 26.
Also recommendation of Pat Margaret, County Engineer, with my concurrence to execute record plat number 629-2934 for a replat of lots in the following subdivision located in Union Township. This is Jackson Square Subdivision Section 1, replat of lot number 9, and Jackson Square Subdivision Section 2, replat of lot number 7A.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the record plat 629-2934 is contained in item 26?
So moved.
I'll second that.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. And 27.
27 is a recommendation of Pat Margaret, County Engineer, with my concurrence to adopt resolution number 132-15, resolving to convert to combined performance maintenance bond in the amounts listed below for the construction of streets from the stated lengths within the following subdivision located in Union Township from the performance bond phase to the maintenance bond phase, effective as the date of conversion. This is in the reserves of Weatherby Farms, subdivision section 8A, Union Township.
We have a motion to adopt resolution 132-15.
So moved.
Second the motion.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. 28.
Item 28, it's my recommendation to acknowledge the receipt of notifications from Pat Munger, County Engineer, on 8/7 of 2015 and 8/10 of 2015 of his determination to close the following roads to through traffic, with the understanding that all advanced warning and detour signs will be erected and maintained accordingly. This is in pursuit in compliance with section 5543.17 of the Ohio Revised Code. We have McMahon Road beginning Monday 8/6/17 through Friday 8/28. And we have Clover Road closed on Monday 8/10 and will remain closed till further notice due to structural failure of bridge number C5-3.96.
Okay, do we have a motion to acknowledge the receipt of notifications of closures as contained in item 28?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. 29.
Recommendation Pat Munger, County Engineer, with my concurrence to accept amendment number 9 to the irrevocable letter of credit number S046309 issued by Fifth Third Bank, Cincinnati, Ohio, as surety for a 1-year performance bond for sidewalks in the amount of $11,140 for Presidential Estates 2 subdivision, section 1, located within Batavia Township, which extends the expiration date from 7/29/2015 to 7/29/2016.
We have a motion to accept amendment number 9 as contained in item 29.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. 30.
Item 30 is a recommendation of Alan Edwards, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, with my concurrence to authorize Commissioner Humphrey, President of the Board, to accept and execute the Victims of Crime Act grant award for the period of October 1, 2014 through September 30th, 2015 for funding from the State of Ohio, Office of the Attorney General, for the attendance of Jennifer Carey, a victim advocate in the Clermont County Victim Assistance Program, to attend 41st National Organization for Victim Assistance Conference on Victim Advocacy and Crisis Response Training, with the grant award in the amount of $2,456 to be provided from the Victims of Crime Act Fund and a required local cash match of $614 from the prosecuting attorney's appropriations.
Okay, we have a motion to accept and execute the grant award as contained in item 30.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud.
Excuse me. Yay.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. Item 31.
Okay, Yvonne.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yvonne Smith, Benefit Coordinator for Clermont County Employees. It is my recommendation, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator, to authorize Edward H. Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute a tuition assistance application submitted by the following employee for participation in the Clermont County Tuition Assistance Program pursuant to Section 4.12 of the Clermont County Personnel Policy and Procedures Manual. And the employee is Jennifer Rasnick from the Juvenile Court Division. The course is Individual Work in Sociology. This course actually replaces a course that was previously approved by the name of Deviance, and that course is no longer being offered.
Okay.
So this is
I have a motion to execute the tuition assistance application as contained in 31.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Proud. I'm sorry, Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Yvonne.
Item 32.
Item 32 is the recommendation to approve our 2 financials for the week. First, we have a supplemental appropriation in the General Fund Auditor BMV Fringe Benefits Group for $3,550. This is for some additional unemployment compensation for someone that was, I guess, laid off from their job after they left BMV. And then we have a budget transfer in the Communications Center from bargaining unit salary to overtime, again for vacancies in salary and the need for it in overtime, $10,000.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the financial and budgetary actions, and I believe they're contained in Resolution 165-14, is that correct?
So moved.
No.
It's a modification of that
A
resolution.
modification of that resolution, I'm sorry. Approve the financial and budgetary actions.
There you go.
Thank you.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. Training and travel?
This week, we have the Prosecuting Attorney's Office, Jennifer Carey, 5 days, Dallas, Texas, for the 41st National Organization for Victim Assistance Conference, estimated not to exceed $1,916.82. County Sheriff's Office, Scott Rudd, 4 days, Cincinnati, Ohio, the Ohio State Highway Patrol Motor Vehicle Criminal Interdiction, 25th Annual Training Course, not to exceed $300. Mike Ross, 3 days, Cincinnati, Ohio, for the Gulf Manor Police Department, Armament Systems and Procedures, Instructor Certification, estimated not to exceed $50. Chris Barlier, 1 day, Vandalia, Ohio, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office training entitled Taser Instruction Recertification, not to exceed $200. Sheriff Rodenberg, 3 days, Columbus, Ohio, for the Buckeye State Educational Foundation Fall Seminar, not to exceed $727.36. Clermont County Water Resources Department, Office of Environmental Quality, William Millman, 3 days, Columbus, Ohio, for the County Engineers Association of Ohio 2015 Ohio Geographic Information Systems Conference, estimated not to exceed $789.75. And you have the Department of Job and Family Services, Teresa Ellison and Brenda Gilreath, 1 day, Columbus, Ohio, Ohio Child Support Directors Association General Membership Meeting, estimated not to exceed $253.75. And we have Teresa Ellison, 3 days, Columbus, Ohio, Child Support Allocation Workshop Meeting, estimated not to exceed $523.38. Office of Management and Budget, Suki Sheets, Pat Shreve, 4 days, Atlanta, Georgia. Customer Training Conference, estimated not to exceed $3,493.13. Office of Management and Budget, Records Management, Michelle Snyder, 1 day, Hamilton, Ohio, for the Archivists and Records Management Association Fall Meeting, not to exceed $15. Department of Community Economic Development, Office of Public Information, Kathleen Williams and David Schneisen-Zuber. 1 day, Public Relations Society of Americans, Cincinnati Chapter Luncheon Training entitled 25 Video Tips, Tricks, and Tactics, estimated not to exceed $80.75. And the Board of County Commissioners, Yvonne Smith, 1 day, Columbus, Ohio, Manufacturers Education Council, 10th Annual Ohio Employee Health and Wellness Conference, estimated not to exceed $472.15.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the training and travel as contained in item 33?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 34?
Item 34 is also a travel and training request from Board of County Commissioners for Commissioner Humphrey, 6 days from Charlotte, North Carolina for the National Association of Counties 2015 NACO Annual Conference and Exposition. This is revised to the actual cost previously approved on 5/27, includes a reimbursement of CCAO in the amount of $1,550.
A motion to approve that training and travel.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
I abstain. It's nice that CCAO granted, it's only $417 for the county to pay of that. Personal actions.
Department of Job and Family Services, Ashley Pope, Employment Services Consultant 2, resignation effective 8/25. Department of Public Safety Services, Karen Alsep, termination retirement effective 11/30. Water Resources Department, James Koch, WSD Operations Supervisor, end of probation effective 7/30. Michael Long, WSD Operations Supervisor, end of probation effective 7/30.
A motion to approve the personnel actions.
I will make the motion.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Any other business?
I do not.
Any add-ons? Judith? Nope.
They're all contained within.
They're all contained. Then we'll have a brief recess while we get a chance to prepare the minutes and get a chance to review them. We've got our minutes printed and had a chance to look through them. Is there a motion to approve the minutes as prepared?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. That concludes our business for today. Thanks for joining us, and God bless.